What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today I'm very excited to have my first Worlds format best 2 out of 3 for the channel. We have Buzzroc versus Rayquaza-gx. On the left with Buzzroc, we have myself, Luke, versus Joan with Rayquaza. Joan's my mom. She plays quite a bit of competitive Pokemon herself. Next year, she's actually making the push for the Worlds invite, so that's exciting. But yeah, let's get right into this match. So, we have Joan going first. She won the coin flip. Attach Lightning to Rayquaza-gx. Ultra Ball away a Lightning and a Grass. Grabbing a Lele with that Ultra Ball. Getting a Cynthia and shuffle her hand and draw 6. So far, not the aggressive start you hope for, but we are playing 4 Mysterious Treasure, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Rayquaza, so there is still quite the chance she gets another Rayquaza into play this turn. I think I see a Mysterious Treasure. Yeah, so we'll have Mysterious Treasure away, that Grass Energy Rayquaza, and we have Rayquaza up on the screen for you here. Stormy Winds, I believe, is its translation ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, discard the top 3 cards. And if you do, you may attach a basic energy from your discard pile to the Rayquaza. So after that, it's just a pass over to me. I Brooklet for Deantsy, so I can attempt to start 2-shotting this Rayquaza with Jet Punch. I Ultra Ball for my only Lele of the deck. And I also will start the game off with a Cynthia. Catch Float and then Cynthia. So here I'm definitely looking for Strong Energy Choice Band. Just an energy will do, and then anything after that is the icing on the cake. We get regular energy and choice band, hit for 80 and 30 on the bench Rayquaza-gx. Here we have Joan playing a Super Rod. I think it's because she's about the Sycamore and she didn't want to put that Super Rod to waste. And this decks out very quickly, Rayquaza-gx, so definitely good to conserve a couple cards there if you can. Here we were discussing, oh, she's going for the GX, right? She forgot the GX needs a Grass to attack, so she wanted to switch the energy. And in these games, I want them to be played as optimally as possible, so we'll both be taking back some small misplays here or there if we can. If we catch it in time. So yeah, and these cards are super new to us. We've been playing with them for a few days, maybe a week at the time of the recording, so definitely reasonable as she forgot Tempest had to be specifically a Grass Energy. So here, unfortunately, I'm just going to Jet Punch again, leaving this Rayquaza-gx with 20 health. So let's see if she can ramp up to get the knockout with Dragon Break. Right now, Dragon Break's doing 120. Now it's doing 180 out of nowhere, so all she needs is a belt or a choice band. Alright, so she Ultra Balls. The last Rayquaza is probably not there. She didn't get it. Latias Prism is what she just benched. 130 HP. It's attack Dragon Mist. Deals 30 damage. And you can attach 1 basic energy from your discard pile to each of your benched Dragon Pokemon. So I think that was a... Oh, okay. She hit another Max Elixir. I didn't even realize that. So Yeah, she did have 7 energy down. She didn't need that belt on the active Rayquaza, which is really nice because it's going to die anyway. So she gets the knockout on the buzzwole-gx. Something updated with this Buzzwole Lycanroc deck. I'm playing 2 Buzzwole-gx instead of 1, because there's a few matchups, including this Rayquaza-gx matchup, where you need more than 1 Buzzwole-gx. Like, Baby Buzz just doesn't cut it. And she is at 4 prizes, so Sledgehammer is doing its maximum damage right now, so that's really nice. We hit a B-string onto Buzzwole-gx. Sledgehammer evening it out 4 to 4 prizes. So Latias is very good to get set back up. Sorry that this is a Japanese card. I couldn't find the translation if there is one yet. But yeah, this does 30 and attaches a basic from your discard to each of your dragon Pokemon on the bench. So really, really nice to get set back up. Hits another max elixir. So this deck is actually playing 14 basic energy, 7 lightning, 7 grass. So it's very rare that max elixir misses. Even I'm looking through the discard, like, how many energy have you gone through? But there's usually enough around to keep hitting the max elixirs. And she has the Guzma. She instructs her hand up to 3, and she knocks out perfect 190 on that benched Buzzwole-gx. I don't think I'd be surprised if I scoop soon. She just has such a commanding lead. It might have been a misplay for me to put down that Buzzwole-gx and B-string to it, but I did need to I needed to capitalize on having Buzzwole and B-string at the same time. I could have gotten end and not hit it off of Octillery. I don't know. Possibly I should have just waited until the next turn, so I would have stayed in B-string numbers, because she would have only had 1 prizers to knock out. Oh no, I had Lele on the bench, that's why I did it. Even if I didn't bench the Buzzwole-gx, if she had Guzma, she was still knocking out Lele, so I had to get the B-string turn right there. So, all good. Most likely not a misplay. I think I had to take that turn to at least try. And does she just have the Guzma for the Lele? Yep. That's Guzma for Lele. Dragon Break knockout. 3 easy attacks for 6 prizes. So yeah, the Rayquaza deck is very, very fast. I'm just going to pause here for a second to reflect on that game for a second. So, I was able to aggress with the Buzzwole Jet Punches for the first 2 turns, but I missed the active by 20 damage. A strong energy could have fixed that. I didn't hit. On the first turn, I hit basic instead of strong. And mid to late game there, where we just saw her Guzma for her 3rd and 4th prizes taken on my Buzzwole-gx. I had to bench the Buzzwole-gx and B-string there, because I already had a Lele down from earlier. So she could have just Guzma and went down to 2 off the Lele, and then I would have never gotten a B-string off to my Buzzwoles. So unfortunately, there were some plays I had to make there that weren't the best, but it was all I had. It was kind of what I was stuck with there. I'll be going first here. I start double Rockruff. Lycanroc is pretty great in this matchup because they always have a bench of Rayquaza, usually hitting enough to get a OKO. I broke a hill for the Buzzwole-gx, usually what I like to lead off with in this matchup after testing it for the past week. I'll attach basic to Rockruff and pass. I'm pretty sure I have energy Lycanroc float in my hand, so I'm just waiting for a full bench to happen, and I get the turn 2 Rogue here. So I'm almost positive I have a pretty cheeky play lined up. She Sycamores away a bunch of energy in a Guzma. And I think she's about to GX here. she's asking me like what would you do? She has a hand of a lot of resources. I'm not really sure what the play is there, but I can't go for the dangerous rogue this turn because she has no bench. So I just float strong, Brooklet for Diancie, and I'll jet punch for 70. And I think she's just going to end up throwing away her hand this turn anyway. And oh, she ends. Okay, that's much better. Okay. I think she saw that I had like a 3-card hand and wasn't doing much, but she didn't want to get rid of like 4 more energy on max elixir and I think a choice band if she's sycamored, and the N, of course. This just isn't an ideal game for her. She's not setting up very well. So we have Field Blower. Mysterious Treasure away the Lele for a Rayquaza. We know there's energy in there. She got rid of a good bit of it early on. And now we go for the GX attack. Try to get a late setup going next turn. So 10 cards to her hand. Guzma. Oh, okay. I'm going for a Knuckle Impact here. So I have 2 max elixirs in my hand and an energy. So chances are I will get this. Max elixir number 2, and we hit it. We're in there. Knuckle Impact will be doing 200 right now. But I could also Absorption. Let's see what happens. I'll Absorption. Very nice. So I can get 2 back-to-backs. This Buzzwole's probably going to live. He has a pretty poor setup for a deck that's supposed to be aggressive and fast. It just isn't working out this game. It can happen to any deck, really. See, the Latias Prism has gone to the Lost Zone. Acrobike is, which she just played a couple cards ago, is a reprint. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one of them into your hand. Discard the other. Really good for aggressive decks and also decks that want certain things like basic energy in the discard pile. So she benches Rayquaza, uses Stormy Winds, gets an energy to it. 4 energy and a choice band. So right now 150 is being dealt. That's if she gets another energy on the banded Ray. I don't know how many max elixirs are left. Still a fairly good attempt at trying to come back here after such a poor start. Do we have another Rayquaza in the deck? I think that's a fail search. Yeah, because I just knocked out a Rayquaza, right? Or Struct. Sycamore. Maybe digging for a stretcher if that hasn't been milled yet. Digging for max elixir, maybe, if there's any left. She'll just retreat and leave the Coco active. Do I have Guzma? Ultra Ball for Lycanroc. And that play probably just decides the game. It's just been really rough for her to get set up this game. It never really happened. And I go down to 2 with no Octillery, so I guess there's potential for a comeback here. So, Dragon Break for 150. And Cynthia, I used Knuckle Impact last turn, so I can't just get the knockout here. Bench Remoraid, bench Baby Buzz, and I think I just retreat to a 1-prizer here. Yeah. Okay, and she has the Guzma. Use Coco's Free Retreat, Dragon Break. So actually looks like there might be potential for a comeback here, but she is at 4 prizes. Sledgehammer is doing all of its damage now. I Brooklet for a Buzz. Let's see if I have Octillery in my hand. I might just dig for the Guzma. Attach Energy and Sycamore. There's a Guzma. There's a Lycanroc. Okay, that's game. If I hit this Max Elixir, it's... There it is. So I retreat the Remoraid, evolve the Lycanroc, Sledgehammer. G. So she did actually really rally back there and tried to make it a close game, but unfortunately I just had a Sycamore. I got some good stuff off of the end. Really poor start for her. She just couldn't get much going. Not really like the deck. Rayquaza usually gets going much faster and more consistently, so let's see if it does it this game. 1-1, game 3. So we get the first, she gets the first Stormy Winds off. Mysterious Treasure for another Rayquaza-GX, and she does not discard an energy for that one. Instruct, and I think she's going to Sycamore. So sometimes you go for that risky dragon, the risky Stormy Winds, but it doesn't always pay off. She does get a Max Elixir. Sucks that she couldn't discard an energy with Mysterious Treasure to guarantee the Stormy Winds, but you play 14 energy, so you just assume sometimes you're going to get it. I think it more than makes up because she hit 2 Max Elixirs in a row. She has a fully powered Ray ready to go for next turn, and then she passes. So compared to last game, a really good turn 1. She did whiff the 1 Stormy Winds attachment, but like I said, 3 energy on a Ray, turn 1, not bad at all. So we'll see. I go Brooklet, Max Elixir to Buzz, attach to Buzz, Sycamore. So I'm threatening a turn 2 Knuckle Impact if she doesn't take care of this Buzzwole. And I Ultra Ball a Rockruff, just because I saw how important it was to be gusting out the Rayquazas when if she can't get set up like last game. And I wanted to make sure that happens again. I think I pass here. Yeah, I just pass because I don't want her to blow up my Buzzwole. All she would need is an attach, a Stormy Wind, and a Max Elixir hit, which is not, which is pretty common for this deck to get turn after turn, as long as there are Max Elixirs and arrays left. She grabs a Ray and she Stormy Winds, and I'm not sure if there's energy in there. There's not. Wow, so another risky move, and there's the energy right off the top. Wow. Max Elixir. So I think she attaches to the Latios just to have something to retreat. There's no energy in the discard though. So you might just see a poke and have that energy to retreat to next turn, because she doesn't want to leave the Rayquaza active, and this is exactly why I got the Rockruff. Guzma and Absorption. Okay. So luckily she does have a much better return, a much better follow-up to this than she did last match. So she has 2 Rays on the bench, just about ready to go. And she has a Latios that's going to replenish the energies right here. Possibly force me to knock out a 1-prizer as well. Okay, so she uses Latias's Dragon Mist, attach energy to each of the rays. We pass back over to me. I hit a Max Elixir on the Rockruff, which is super huge, and I think... Okay, so here I'm looking for a Strong Energy, a Choice Band, a Brooklet, or an Ultra Ball. If I get this knockout, I think it's going to be game. But I only get 4 off of the N, so I do not hit it, and I have to Knuckle Impact for 160, which at the end of the day is not very bad at all, but it's not the one hit. So we just see a massive amount of energy on her board. She can one-shot anything now. Her deck is getting pretty thin, though, even though it's only like turn 4, maybe 5. The deck gets really, really thin really fast. So she'll just take 2 prizes and basically sack this Ray. Probably going to be preparing another Dragon Mist with the Latias Prism. So I hit another Max Elixir onto the Rockruff. Yeah, here we go. I have a Lycanroc in hand, and oh, okay, here these are one of those misplays I mentioned that I'll be taking back. So I Max Elixir onto this Rockruff with the Lycanroc in hand. I think I'm sealing up the game here, but I forget that I used Absorption GX already. So huge misplay on my part. I think we fix it though, and we go back to because I think if I went with what I was about to do, I would have just lost the game because I would be leaving a Lycanroc active with 2 energy basically. So I think I just take back the Bloodthirsty Eyes. I just leave the active one active so I can Claw Slash it, I believe. So in a tournament, obviously, I'd be stuck with this, but we want to be playing as optimally as possible. So I take back that misplay and go ahead here. She probably would have won, though. I think she definitely won the game. I kept that misplay. So I was definitely moving a little fast. I should have definitely thought it out a little better. So we do fix the misplay. I don't Bloodthirsty Eyes, but I still evolve the Lycanroc. And I'll just retreat and Sledgehammer. Since that energy on the Lycanroc was Max Elixired for turn. So yeah, Sledgehammer for 160? Yeah, 160. Brings up the Latias. I'm at 2 prizes. She's at 4. I don't have anything that can one-shot the Rayquaza right now if she takes a prize. So if she doesn't stay at 4 prizes, I can't one-shot the Ray. Now I might be able to one-shot the Ray with a Claw Slash. Actually, Claw Slash, Strong. Yeah, I could one-shot with a Claw Slash, I believe. Choice Band 140, Strong 160, Yancy 180. Yeah, so I would need a lot, but Claw Slash could knock it out. She has 6 energy on the board. She might be looking at that Lycanroc to kill it. Or did she Dragon Mist there? Let me rewind that. So Ultra Ball. No, I don't think. I think her turn was still going on there. I just don't want to miss anything. So Ultra Ball, Fail Search, Shuffle, Stormy Wind attachment, attach for turn from hand. That's 6 energy on the board. Count it up. Let's see if she has Guzma Choice Band. Take out the Lycanroc. probably needs to take something out here so I don't stay at Sledgehammer prizes. I think that's what we're debating here, like what the best play is if she doesn't have a choice band. So, counting the deck, seeing if Sycamore is an option. Like I said, this deck goes through cards really, really quickly. So you have to make sure you're not going to deck yourself out. So we'll just Dragon Mist here. So if I don't have a Guzma, her board is stacked right now. And that's if I don't have a Guzma strong energy. And so I actually do a lot. I have a strong, so I do attach it. I Abyssal into a Beast Energy. So attach Choice Band to Lycanroc, attach Beast Energy to Baby Buzz, Sycamore. I didn't get the Guzma before the Sycamore, I have it after, so I just Sledgehammer the Latias. Let's see what she's got going on here. She Guzmas, and I'm at 1 prize, so next turn I just have to Guzma the Guru. So she takes it down to 2 prizes to 1, and here I believe I just Guzma. Swing around. G. So actually, games 1 and 3 were really close. Game 2, she was just trying to struggle back into the game the whole time off of a poor turn 1. But I think it showed the nature of this matchup pretty well. It turns into quite a one-shot war once you get going. In the first couple turns, you Jet Punch to get chip damage around to make your one-shots easier. Technically 2 shots. But once you take the first 2 prize or knockout, it's kind of back and forth until somebody loses their fire. So I take the match 2-1, games 1 and 3. Really close matches, really close games, game 1 and 3. Hope you guys enjoyed this look at the Buzzroc Rayquaza-gx matchup for Worlds format. As always, be sure to subscribe, comment, like. Let me know what you think about the quality of this video. My camera isn't the best, but I wanted to get this content up. This is my first of this kind of series, so any pointers on the layout, whatever, let me know how everything looked and sound. Follow me on Twitter. It's also my Twitch, Celios_network. Check out flipsidegaming.com and use the code Celio, all caps, for 10% off of your next order. And that's everything. I'll see you next time here on Celios Network.